Hey, what's going on, guys? So, this video bringing you the Forgotten Billy. He's actually, I'm not sure why people have this hype about him now. Well, I shouldn't say hype, but that he somehow lost his grace, or he's not as good as he used to be. I mean, sure, they nerfed like the charge time of his chainsaw. He could be faster with the previous add-ons. And now he overheats, right? So you can't just like follow the survivor with the chainsaw on forever. It's gonna overheat. So those are really the only two nerfs. Everything else he's pretty much the same. And even then, like those two nerfs, they weren't really nerfs, because if you're a good Billy, you don't need those two quote-unquote buffs, right? To play him well, as you're gonna see me doing here. Because I mean, the extra charge time just really allows you to follow the survivor for 30 minutes with the chainsaw revved, and there's basically no skill, because eventually he wouldn't be able to dodge, right? Because you're just holding that shit for so long. Now it kind of forces him to commit, which is, I think, it's better, right? But you still have plenty of time before the overheat to react to his dodging, and you still get the same effect, just without that much unnecessary like overkill buff level to the power, if you know what I mean. And as far as that's the over, and there's also add-ons, not just that, but his best add-ons, which are the speed add-ons. They will also influence the that could have been right there if I started charging the chainsaw earlier. This is a good game as well, because it shows a tiny bit of mistakes. You see right there, a perfect curve, but couldn't quite reach in time there. So yeah, the speed add-ons, for example, those hits that you just saw there, maybe with speed add-ons they would have worked. So with speed add-ons, there's his best, and not just that, but the speed add-ons, they also decrease the overheat factor, so they make overheating much harder. So you get both the speed. I think it's the engravings, right? The name of the add-ons that give this in the speed. I'm playing no add-ons, as you can tell. But it gives him the speed as well as decreases the overheat, and especially if you combo both, it gets to a crazy speed level as well as a crazy non-overheat factor level. So I mean, you basically get the old Billy, to an extent, without the overheat factor. And it's like, this is what I mean, like charge. Spear Fury and Enduring, I would say, somewhat of a must on every killer that has a one-shot down, like basically him or Bubba, right? Because it just speed up the chases so much more when you have, especially against the safe palace where you cannot play around. Because even though they have chainsaws, depending on the map, if you have plenty of safe palace, you can still get looped for like 30 minutes just because of the safe palace. No counterplay to that. So Spear Fury goes a long way to counter it. Not just that, but he also breaks the palace faster with the chainsaw. So even if the survivors are pre-dropping to avoid it, you're still very quickly gonna get rid of all the pallets in the map, which at the end of the day leads to the same thing. They're gonna get one shot down, right? Because there's no pallets. Random tree in the way here. I was kind of having fun with this Nia too. At the end of the game, you guys are probably gonna see that when we get there. This guy, this Nia, I think it was a streamer or something. He was by far the best in the team. So I was having a bit of fun chasing him, and you can see what I mean. Like there's pallets everywhere, pallets right next to pallets, and they're all pretty safe. So he can kind of struggle Billy or Bubba for that matter on situations like this, and Spirit Fury can counter this very well. Especially if they had Dead Heart, you can't even do that. But at the same but even if they don't like drop, like shit's not dropping here, you're getting rid of the palace very fast. You see what I mean? Like this chase is already taking way too long. She should have gone down at that hard hit. So my best play here is really to drop her, but I'm kind of insisting on it. We see she's going to another very safe loop, but I'm kind of insisting on her because I'm just kind of having a little bit of fun with the challenge. But right now I just kind of know I have to go, because they're gonna finish the gems if I don't leave her. And this is what I mean. So people ask me to analyze my gameplay. I usually leave that for my coaching and the courses that I sell. I break everything down there for people who are interested. I don't personally do that in the videos because it's just too much in depth. I'd rather make a professional stuff teaching that than just kind of randomly cover over. But basically, yeah, you can tell like the decision right there. Basically, the chase is taking too long. the gens are about to pop, so I need to leave her to push the people out of the gens, right? It's more important than chasing her. We already won that chase in the sense that we wasted, what, I think at least 3 very safe battles there on the map, so that's gonna help me later when chasing the other guys. I'm getting some really nice curves this game too. But yeah, you can see the power of Billy here. That one, I actually was doing a challenge, if I'm not mistaken, where I had to down 7 people with the chainsaw in a single game, I believe. So I'm pretty much just going for chainsaws all game. But yeah, I think this match just kind of goes to show, like, he's still really good. Like, I really don't get, like, to me he's still a top tier killer. He's like at the very least A tier. I'm not sure about S tier. Maybe with Spirit Fury and Enduring he could kind of get up there, because like I said, like, even if you're not, if the chases aren't being that fast because there's too many safe pallets, he has the means to waste those pallets very fast, right? And as long as you keep bouncing around the gens to keep the pressure on, like you just saw me leaving the chase and keep pressuring the gens, as long as you keep doing that, you can stall the game enough to the point where there will be no more resources, right? And then you can just like one shot down everyone for free. Yeah, this Nia is really kind of playing well against me. Sometimes there's like a sort of 50-50 type choices that she wins on me as well. This is very smart as well. Windows is the only way you can avoid this one shot when you have pallets. Instead of me, I'm leaving chase again because, again, chase is taking too long. I need to pressure the gens. Because, you know, by the time because you might think to yourself, oh, but you left her the chase with her, she's going to go to the gen, which is kind of fine because you see there's no gens with progress near her. So even if you're just doing the gen, during the time that she's doing the gen, I can be pushing and downing someone else, and by the time I finish down that other person, I can go back to her and then regress her gen, you know. So you see what I mean? It's kind of a ping pong that you have to be doing with that if you want to have the constant pressure, especially for people alive. You see they're injured as well. Usually they're gonna go stop to heal, so they're not gonna be doing gens. It's another time you can somewhat you know, leave the chase to put more pressure on the gens. Again, it's kind of complicated. You have to have a lot of game sense, so that's why I kind of cover on the courses and whatnot, because then I can explain this much more in depth that I'm doing right now. I can like pause the video, you know, break down everything. If I do this here, it's gonna be like a 30-minute video or more, so that's just not very viable for YouTube, I'd say. Again, these long walls are very good for him as well. Breezy chainsaw. I could have started the chainsaw revving way before that. You see, that was my mistake there. I could have charged the chainsaw like way before he curved that wall, and it would have been kind of an easy hit. But I miscalculated how long, because I knew he would go for the window, right? But I miscalculated how long that charge would take. Which here, you know, I don't believe Billy all that much, even though he's good. I probably should, because he's actually really good. But you can see some slight mistakes there. That if you're playing Billy, but that's not, you know, that's just my mistake. It's not really the killer that's bad, or the charge time that has a problem with it. This is a new tile too. It's kind of strong. You need to loop it in a way where you don't give him the follow-up window, right? Like I just adjusted there. And you see the Nia wasted all those pallets earlier, so now it's pretty much dead zone for everyone with the one shot down. But I guess that's all I'm gonna comment on the match for the far. Enjoy the rest. And Billy is still pretty strong. Like, I don't know why people say he has fell from grace. Not at all. He's still very much a top tier killer. Especially with his mobility, you can, like, you know, pressure the gens very easily. Eventually, without resources, he just one-shots down everyone. So very good. But yeah, guys, I think, yeah, more towards the end I get some better curves. Enjoy it, and see you in the next one.
Yeah.